Hello there, Libra. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall monthly reading for May 2021. We will be using a combination of Oracle, Tarot, and Astrology to get a nice overall picture of what's coming up for you in this month ahead. Always wonderful to welcome you back to the channel, Libra. I hope you are doing great out there. And if you have not yet done so, I always invite you to reach out there, hit the subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up by letting me know you like this content, hitting that like button. So glad to have you here, Libra. So this is going to be all about this May coming up. It is a very astrologically busy month. I will say that right off the bat. So we've got a lot to get into, I am sure. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information regarding the card decks that I used, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down in the description box. And Libra, do keep in mind these are general readings here, so they're not going to resonate with every one of you out there. So take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly resonate with Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs out there. So let's go ahead and jump into your oracle cards and start out with some major themes that are coming through for this month. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Libras out there for May 2021. Bring through whatever messages, information, guidance that they need for their highest good, please. Ooh, this is your month of truth, Libra. That is your key word. So I would say be very truthful. That's an obvious one that's going to come through with this keyword card. It also really tells you to make sure other people are being truthful with you. There's a lot of air element. I almost feel like it's that old symbol of the wind blowing, the northern winds, you know, so you may be feeling the winds of change coming through here as well. There's just that feeling in this card, and it may be as a result of telling your truth, you know, speaking your mind, really getting that put out there, because the old saying, the truth will set you free, could be very, very appropriate for you for this May. So let's get a numerology card on this. Let's see what your special number and keyword is. Personal growth. Wow, and I like the color of this. It actually fits in really nicely with this. It does, with the truth card. Really pretty together. So personal growth, the number 7, and that is a power number for you, Libra. You are the 7th sign of the zodiac, and the number 7 is often linked up with that feeling of personal progress, understanding yourself, growing in wisdom. And so I think that by being very honest and very clear about your goals and desires, you do grow, you do change, you do bring things moving forward. So it already feels like there's going to be some movement this month. It already feels like there's some kind of shift out of stagnancy. So let's get a crystal and chakra card for you. Let's see which one of these is best for you to work with this month. This rutilated quartz, I'm telling you, so Libra, this has come up for I think 3 signs now, you being included in that. And the rutilated quartz, I actually keep one on my desk all the time because I really like working with it. It's excellent for contacting your ancestors, your passed on loved ones. It's a great stone of connection. And so this one is connected, saying here, you know, the home, the root chakra. And I think that this is a great stone for you to use to both balance and center your root chakra, but it is also one that helps you to call on help from your spiritual guides, your guardians, and your ancestors. We always call on them. You know, whenever I do a reading, I call on them. So this could be a wonderful stone for you to use. It's really coming up very highlighted this month so far for other signs as well. So time to get that rutilated quartz out, guys. Let's get into a spiritual guardian or guide from the Keepers of the Light Oracle that will be assisting you this month. Ooh, and look at that. This also brings another gemstone to thoughts. This is the Holy Amethyst. Divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire, like I said. And interesting, we're getting a little bit of that purple connection yet again. You know, this really, to me, corresponds very strongly with that crown chakra. You know, that higher vibrational energy is that purple violet light. So yeah, this is it. Focus on what you desire. Tell your truth. Be truthful about that with yourself and others. You may be saying to other people, oh, this and this isn't really all that important, just to kind of make them happy. But Libra, if it isn't what you really want, or that's not what you really feel, don't fudge the truth. Don't sugarcoat it for anyone. Just be very honest to say, no, this is really important to me, and this is what I want to be going forward with. So let's move old Mr. Dragon over here. Let's get into the tarot. And as I shuffle, I am going to point out just a few of the astrological patterns that are coming up. I always have my chart. I make my notes. I have that right in front of me. So Libra, this is actually, I would say, one of the more positive months of the year for you, for a couple of reasons. We start out the month of May with the sun in Taurus, with a lot of planets in Taurus. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, just like you. You share that Venus rulership with that sign. So being in the energy of a Venus-ruled sign, even though it's not a super direct pattern of energy to you, it feels good. It just feels a little more comfy, a little more easygoing. And so as we start to shift into the energy of Gemini, you also benefit from this, because Gemini is a fellow air sign. So Venus, your ruling planet, moves out of the sign of Taurus into Gemini on Saturday 8th. Mercury is moving into Gemini as well on Monday the 3rd, and then the Sun will move into Gemini as well on the 20th. All of that starts to create that trine pattern of energy, and I feel that that really helps you to work at the optimal level. It helps you to communicate your ideas and thoughts and goals even better, and I feel like you're going to be breaking free out of some old stagnant routines or ruts. You're going beyond what the here and now has been for you. It's really breaking down a lot of old walls, because it will start to impact that universal 9th house. That is our Sagittarius house. So the realm of, you know, possibilities, ideas, movement, travel, learning new things, all starts to really open up for you as we transit through this month. So let's go ahead and see what our tarot's got for you. I'm going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot and clarifying with the Everyday to get your messages for this month ahead. Let's see Libra for May 2021. Wow. Wow. Ooh, Libra. Okay. So right at the center, we do have a little bit of that achy breaky heart going on with the 5 of Cups. That's at the center of the Celtic cross. And so to me, there could be a focus on the negative, or maybe you have been feeling like, you know, things haven't really gone the way I wanted them to. You kind of have to forgive yourself or others, and remember that things do happen for a reason. There are hidden blessings. And so not all is lost. We do have that 2 of Cups standing there still, right? But there is kind of this focus on the things that haven't worked out, or maybe that you're feeling kind of frustrated about at the moment. So let's clarify this. Why is this one here for Libra, please? Almost said I saw a moth fluttering around outside, but it was my candles. We've got the King of Cups. So Libra, you could be involved with a Cancer, or you may have some Cancer energy. You are working or dealing with something around that home environment. And it may be, you know, very much that time to have those emotional heart-to-hearts. The King of Cups is actually a very good card to pull. It's a heart-healing card. It's good emotional decisions, making good choices from that emotional center, and yeah, being very true to what it is that you want, especially when it comes to that home life, you know, to that family life. And so it's really important for you to get off on a good footing and make good emotional decisions going forward. In the immediate past, we have the 2 of Cups. So I really do feel like there is something to do with a relationship that you're feeling right now. And it could be, you know, like we have that 2 of Cups in the immediate past, 2 of Cups sitting on the sides here with the 3 of Cups knocked over in the middle. So, you know, for some of you, it could have been a relationship that started out kind of promising, and then something got kind of messed up, or there was miscommunication. Something went not quite the way you expected to, and now you're like, I gotta make some better choices. I've got to figure out how to regroup from this, or how to go forward, whatever that is. So let's get a clarifier on this 2 of Cups, because that is a very nice love connection. It's a definite union. Three of Wands. So to me, it's like you might have been kind of waiting for a message from somebody. You might have been waiting to, hear something from someone, or expecting them to take action, expecting them to come towards you, because you felt like, I've put out the energy, the intention, the time. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, then I'm not going to chase you anymore. So Libra, that's very much what I feel from the past. And so right now, if you're in that place of disappointment, or feeling kind of like, I really tried and they didn't reach back out to me. So you're kind of pulling within, seeking your own counsel, or the counsel of your close friends and family, to know what to do going forward. I feel like for a lot of you, there is this new beginning. There is this fresh new energy coming in with the Page of Wands. So it could be a feeling where you say, you know what? I'm going to pull myself up. I'm going to tune back into the things that make me happy, that allow my creativity to flow, doing what fuels my passions, all of that kind of stuff. And it could be that you're starting, a new relationship, or you just move on entirely, or you decide to give this old relationship that's kind of bugging you right now a new start. And a lot of that has to do with forgiveness, truth, and just letting things go. So let's see what clarifies. What is this Page of Wands here for Libra? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a fresh new start. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with you saying, I know what I want to invest in. I know what I have available at my disposal. I know what I want to put into this. And you really want to know that you're starting a relationship or a joint venture with someone who feels the same way. They have the same basic goals at heart. But 2 pages, that's a lot of messages. I feel like you might even be looking at a new job, looking at something that, might help you travel. You might be traveling for work or going somewhere new. The Page of Pentacles is definitely kind of that adventure card. Like, what kind of cool new thing is coming around the corner? And the Page of Wands is that very youthful, happy energy, like, feeling kind of like a kid again, and feeling like your energy is really soaring. On the bottom, what you're focused on, Libra, is this 8 of Swords. So I do feel that you have been really kind of stuck in your own mind. It's been really hard for you to turn your mind off. And this is definitely the illusion of being trapped, the illusion of being stagnant, stuck. Could be a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel kind of helpless. But it's time to free yourself. It's time to liberate yourself from this old energy, Libra. It's time to take the blindfold off. It's time to open that garden gate, move past that old limitation or those limiting feelings about yourself, and move to the next stage, because I do feel like you've been getting very much in your thoughts and worries about this. And look, one of my very favorite cards of the whole tarot is clarifying this. So the 6 of Swords. Yes, you can absolutely free yourself, get out of that bond, get out of that situation, jump in that boat. Time to move past the rocky, stormy, troubled waters over to a more peaceful existence. And I think that's very much what you're feeling that you want to do. It's just a matter of actually doing it. On the top of the spread, a message from Spirit, crowning this is the Page of Swords. Another page. You got 3 on this reading already here, Libra. And the Page of Swords, again, new thoughts, new ideas. Be open to new messages. Be open to sharing your truth. You might be getting a lot of text messages and a lot of emails. I would be mostly aware or beware of any kind of gossipy energy or anybody that's just starting trouble. You know how that is. There are people that'll just say things because they know it'll push your buttons, or they know it'll stir something up. So that's the only thing that I would say this card would be cautioning you about. Oh my goodness. Can we double that message? Page of Swords on top of the Page of Swords, clarifying, Libra. So big time. This is an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. So review information carefully. Like I said, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Don't believe everything that some idiot tells you that doesn't know you that well. If you're not really sure if somebody has your best interest at heart, be very careful about the information that you receive from them, because they might just be trying to kind of stir trouble up in your life. Let's face it, there's people like that out there. This is also some very strong air energy, very strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's all those swords. So I do feel in a lot of ways, on the positive side of this, you're stepping into a lot of your personal power. There's going to just be a lot of good communication. So have a lot of integrity for yourself. Demand that from others as well, where you're very truthful and very open and you want them to be too. So let's get some advice, Libra. I know this is going to be a busy month. There's so much going on in the astrology. I hope you will join me. I do regular weekly live streams Friday and Sunday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we talk a lot more in depth sometimes about all the astrology that's going on, because it's a lot. There's a lot going on this month. Full moon lunar eclipse is at the end of the month. Mercury retrograde coming at the end of the month. Saturn and Pluto gone retrograde. There's so much moving and shaking going on right now. Wow, a lot of movement. There is, yeah, I mean, to me, wow, this is quite the read here, Libra. So, okay, start out. Suggested approach. Knight of Cups. This is really about making those love offers, or people making love offers to you. This is, to me, something where you really want to be sure that they're being honest, that they're being truthful, that they've got good intentions, because the Knight of Cups can be like a real seductive personality sometimes. Sometimes that can just be that, like, lover boy, lover girl coming in with all the promises. If you feel like you're being love bombed, you know that that's kind of a red flag, right? Now, if this is a person that you have a history with and you know they're a lot more solid than that, I wouldn't worry quite as much. But let's get a clarifier on old Knight of Cups here. What's this all about? Because this can be a sudden falling in love or falling back in love kind of feeling. Queen of Pentacles, and I really feel a couple of things about this. Queen of Pentacles is my Capricorn bunny queen. She's got her little bunny rabbit. It's a very Capricorn earthy energy. And so with this kind of combination, I wouldn't worry nearly as much about the kind of love offer coming in, because I feel like this gives it some earthy stability, practicality. It's not something that's just fly by night. It also tells me that if you get this kind of love offer, you may really be sitting there logically contemplating it and saying, is this really someone I can trust? Is this someone that I can build a future with? Because that is the question that would come up with that card. And I really feel like, with that Page of Pentacles going into your future, you are thinking very much about new beginnings, but ones that have stability and a long run plan for success. What you need to know is the Four of Cups. It's a tough energy, this one, because sometimes it means you're failing to see some of the opportunities coming your way, Libra, mostly because you're focused on things that maybe aren't really working out that well, and you're just kind of living at the minimum and saying, well, I can't get better than this, so I'm just going to hang on to that. Meanwhile, you're missing all the doors of opportunity that are opening up for you. So there is this sort of discontentment, right? This sort of like, I guess this is good enough. This is a card that can also point to you feeling fed up with waiting around for somebody else, especially if they keep telling you, yes, we're going to do this, yes, we're going to make plans, yes, we're going to take action, and then they never do. So let's see, what's the clarifier for this Four of Cups here for Libra? Yeah, Three of Swords. I mean, to me, it's like you need to know that if you're in a heartbreak situation like this, and there's somebody that just keeps letting you down over and over and over, it may be time to get out from under that tree. Shake yourself off, pull yourself up, take those swords out of that heart, Libra. Don't let someone break your heart. Don't let someone continue to let you down, because if they've got a really bad pattern of doing that, then it's probably just going to continue, right? It's probably just going to continue. So I would not put up with that if this is your situation. The other way that I can read this, if this is not an ongoing situation that you're in currently, is that it's time to not procrastinate or overanalyze your own heart healing. It's time to really go ahead and recover, heal, shake those swords out, Libra, and start to feel better. Hopes and Fears position is the Awakening card, the Hangman card. So I do feel for some of you, there is something that you really don't want to let go of, even though you know it's probably for the best, right? It could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a living situation, but this is a temporary pause for reflection. You know, it's like you're seeing things from a different perspective. So don't be afraid. You know, this is a card of release. It's a card of sacrifice. And you may be feeling like, I don't want to let go of everything. I don't want to have that shaken out of my hands. But it's time to see things from a different perspective. Yeah, look at this. We got our Queen of Cups. We had the King of Cups earlier at the center. So I believe this is really teaching you some big lessons about emotional boundaries this month. The Queen of Cups is our Scorpio energy. She's very discerning. She's more introspective. She is very caring, nurturing, loving, a very, very loving, nurturing queen, but she is not going to tell just anybody what she's experiencing, what she's going through, and she's very careful about who she lets in. So I do feel you have a nice connection here. And it's very potential that you're working through something in a relationship right now, Libra, but I feel that you're also learning a lot of boundaries, no matter what your situation may be, and you're really learning how to not just give up your whole heart until you know that somebody is being really honest with you. Potential outcome card, Seven of Swords. So this, again, really reiterates between that keyword of truth, the Page of Swords coming out twice on top of itself. This is that dishonesty card. This is wearing the false face. This is somebody who's narcissistic, of energy vampire, somebody that doesn't feel like they have enough, so they steal that light from other people. And it could be that feeling like you've got to be cautious, be aware of other people's actions and intentions, because you might have someone or some people around you that just are not the most honest. It also, of course, always encourages us to be very honest as well. So I feel like when you are really up front, above board, you're telling your truth, it will dispel a lot of those, kind of people around you, because they can't really get one over on you, when you're being very honest. It's not like they can catch you in a lie, because you're not going to be a liar, right? But Libra, I'd be careful between these two Page of Swords, Seven of Swords. You've got to be careful and aware of the kind of people and the characters around you. Notice we've got the 6, 7, and 8 of Swords in this reading. 2 of those are underneath in that subconscious position. So I really do feel you may be feeling, or have been feeling a little trapped by all this drama, all this intellectual chaos, people spreading lies, or maybe telling secrets about you that you really trusted them with. That could be a thing. And I really feel like you're ready to just leave this behind. You're really ready to leave behind these sneaky folks that are just not upfront. They're not honest. They don't have integrity. You want a new start. I mean, this is it, And they, like I said, they really can't get one over on you when you're in your power. There's that Empress card. That's a power card for you, Libra. The Empress is nurturing, abundant, amazing, feminine, Mother Earth energy, right? She's very strong within herself. So be creative. Be strong. Don't let people put you down. They're probably afraid of you or intimidated of you, and that's why they're trying to run you down at all. Look at this 3 of Wands still coming up on the bottom. That came up earlier. So I feel like, you're not in a place where you want to chase anybody down. Like, that's not the way you feel. And in the past, you probably felt like, oh, I always chase them down. I'm not going to do that anymore. I feel like you've already learned a lot of that. And so in a way, I think that's a good place to be, where you're saying, you know what, if they want to be in my life, they know where to find me, right? The 2 of Wands on the bottom. There's a lot of cards of new beginning in this reading as well. The Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, 2 Pages of Swords, and the 2 of Wands are all very fresh, new energy, looking for those new doors of opportunity. Very busy month for you here, Libra. Be careful of anybody that is just not the right kind. You're going to know deep down in your heart, you know who these people are. You know who they are. and you know if you need to avoid them or cut them out of your life altogether. So let's get an affirmation on this reading, please. Inspiration, yes. And I like that purple, the purple flowers again, guys. I'm telling you. All that purple, trust your divine path. This is a month of personal growth, Libra. You are growing in big ways, and you may be growing past people that, or, you know, situations that are just not positive for you. So be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So follow your inspiration. We have that Empress in there that's very, very creative, very abundant, knows how to nurture projects to fullness. So pay attention to your inspiration, your intuitions around that, Libra. It's going to help take you out of a lot of this funky, stagnant energy. Just shut the doors on these idiots. If they're bothering you, don't just block them. Block them out of your phone. Don't talk to them. They're not worth it. They are not worth it, my darlings. So I hope your month is amazing. I think you're going to make a lot of personal breakthroughs here, and I'm on your side. Remember, you got a dragon in your corner. I'll talk to y'all soon, and I hope to see you in a live stream or down the road. Best wishes, Libra.